If you close the door on me, you are kidnapping me. I'm calling the police. You're kidnapping me. Give me the keys to my car. Wait a minute. Oh my God, what a crazy day I've had. So, I'm going to try to explain this the best I can, and I know it's going to be hard to follow. So people who are subscribers to my channel have seen the videos that I posted about the paint work that was done on my Rolls Royce and the paint work that was done on a Trans Am. So this company that I went to, they're called Texas Elite Collision. They're in South Dallas. It was just a cold call. I dropped by their place and talked to them and said, hey, I got a bunch of cars I need painted. Maybe we could do some business together. He gave me a quote for fixing my Rolls Royce, fixing the door and repainting the car. Wanted $8,500 to do it. Part of the deal was I gave him a van that I had. It was a classic 66 van for $1,000. So I had given him $7,500 in cash, or with a check actually, and gave him the van. Now, this is the important part that you're gonna have to follow. When he picked up the Rolls Royce, or when I dropped it off, we also dropped off one of the Trans Ams that we were working on. We have like 5 of them at my shop. And I said, look, I need this done in show quality paint. How much would it cost to do show quality? He said, $5,000. I said, okay, we'll see. You know, we'll see how it's coming out. Well, when I got the Rolls Royce back, I wasn't really happy with it. I got the Rolls Royce and I said, you know, there's so much wrong with this car. And let's take a look at the paint on the Rolls Royce. This is a little bit of a part 2 for the paint saga that I've been dealing with this paint shop. Now, you saw the video that I did on the Rolls Royce about the paint. And here's kind of the, I don't want to use the word scam, but here's the thing about this paint shop. You know, every time they delivered something, it's filthy. When I picked up the Rolls Royce, it was filthy. It was covered in dust. They go, oh, well, you know, it was in the shop, it got dirty, we didn't get a chance to properly clean it, you know. So when they dropped off the Firebird, first of all, they dropped it off, I wasn't there when they dropped it off to answer that question. And I hadn't paid for the car yet because I was out of town. They dropped it off and picked up another car. So they're kind of holding one of my other cars as collateral. Now, I had paid them $8,500 to paint this car, okay? Now, I don't think that was a good deal. I'm going to show you some of the reasons why. But, you know, when you pick up a car from paint, it should be shiny like a brand new car. Because part of the process of the final touches of paint is they're supposed to do a cut and polish, right? So they do like a what they call the cut polish, which is a rougher kind of a buff, and then they progressively get finer and finer with their paste until it just shines like a mirror. You shouldn't be able to see any swirls or scratches or rub marks. And I want to show you some spots on this Rolls Royce. Hoping you can see this. You can see my reflection. Ah, right there. You see these rub marks? This is where they like scuffed off, you know, whatever they did there. I mean, there's rub marks like this that you can find all over the car. But there's tons of imperfections. It's hard to find the imperfections in the silver, but in the black, they're everywhere. Like you see, I don't know if you can see these scratches. Oh, look at this. Look at that. Look at this. Right? $8,500. But you should see lots of back and forth dirty rag marks. You see all those scuff marks? And look at the pits. Let me just zoom in. Huge pits. This is what they were trying to rub off. They were trying to fix all this trash, right? Like tons of, look, that's not dirt. Let's see. That's not dirt. Well, it's really bad there. Look at that. Look at that. I mean, look at that. So look at the overspray in the trunk, right? $8,500 paint job. They couldn't put down 50 cents for the tape. They sprayed this black overspray right on top of my original Rolls Royce titanium. All the way around, both sides. Overspray through the whole thing. Yeah, good job, fellas. Professionals. So I told him I wasn't happy with the paint on the Rolls Royce, and he said, oh, well, we're going to fix it. Sorry about that. You know, I didn't really quality control check it. And I'm like, look, that's your job, is to make sure that it comes out properly. Well, I had to go to the SEMA Automotive Convention in Las Vegas. I went there, and while I was there, he finished the other Trans Am, and he brought it to my shop, but he didn't know I wasn't there. So he dropped it off, and while I was there, he picked up this other Trans Am. Now, we had talked about him painting the other Trans Am, but I hadn't filled out a work order for it. He picked it up with his tow truck, took it back to his shop, and let me know that he had brought the other car and took in the other one. So I called my guys at the shop, and I go, hey, what's going on? This guy just says he brought this other car, took another car. What's going on? They said, yeah, well, we don't know. We figured you told him to, you know. He dropped off this car, and it looks like hell, and he took the other car. I'm like, hey, I didn't authorize him to take the other car. So you guys can see, there's a link in the description, and I'll have it at the end of the video, the other car where I complained about the paint work on that car, which was absolute crap. Absolute crap. So I'm negotiating with him, and I said, look, man, you messed up the Rolls Royce. You really botched up this Trans Am. I don't want you to do any work on that car. I don't want to do any more business with you. I'm going to come by and pick up that car. And he said, well, you can't have it until you pay me for the other car. And I said, look, man, that's not how it works. You can't just steal one of my other cars and hold it hostage as collateral for the payment of the other car. Now, you and I will work out the payment on that car, but I'm not paying you $5,000 for it. He says, well, I'll fix it. I'll repaint it for you. I go, I don't want you to repaint it. You've proven to me that you can't seem to get a job right. I don't want to do any more business with you. What I want is my car back, and I want to wash my hands of you. So we'll come to an agreement. And he was like, oh, okay, how about $4,800? I go, no. That's not going to happen, dude. Then he was like, okay, how about $2,700? I said, look, you've got a couple $100s worth of paint. You definitely have some out-of-pocket costs. I'm not in the business of ripping people off, so I don't want to just leave you hanging. But I'm not paying you for the full amount. I have to have this car repainted. I've already had 2 paint shops come here and look at it, and they both said in order to fix the problems on this car, they're going to have to completely sand it down and repaint it just like it was from the first time. So whatever I'm paying you is a complete waste of total waste of time, because the bodywork on here is worthless. It's a horrible job. The paint's peeling off. It's ripply. It's just bad. So then he got mad at me, and he goes, F you, you know, go F yourself. Just, you know, come get your car. So I told him today, I said, I'm coming over there to pick up the car. He said, okay, it'll be ready in 15 minutes. I said, oh, great. So I went over there, and I said, look, I brought you some money. I'm not going to rip you off and pay you nothing, even though that's what you said. But I brought you some money. I got you a check. He goes, no. I don't take checks. I want $4,500 cash. I go, wait a minute. Where's this $4,500 coming from? Right? That's not how it works. And he goes, you got the payment for the other car. And I go, look, this car has nothing to do with that other car. You can't hold this car hostage for that other car. All right? That's not how it works. And so you'll see on the video here that, you know, the video is very choppy because, you know, things were hectic. I wasn't really operating the camera. I was turning it on and off. So it's very choppy. It's very, you know, it's not a very good video, but it was a tense situation. His guys surrounded me. I said, give me my keys he took the keys from me, and I said, give me my keys back. And they backed up the car and put it in the warehouse where it was out front. And I said, give me the keys. And then you'll see what happened. They closed and locked the door on me, padlocked the door, and left me in the warehouse and said, you don't know who you're messing with. You know, we'll teach you a lesson. You're going to pay us our money. So I called the police. The Dallas police, a total of 6 times, starting at 3:24. They didn't show up until like after 5:15. I kept calling them. I went on Facebook Live talking about what happened, and you're going to see all that video coming up right after this.
Touch me.
I'm not going to touch you. I want my keys.
It's my
I'm not touching you. I'm
give me my keys. You a scammer. You like stealing people shit.
You me on 2 cars.
3 cars.
No work order on that car.
I did 3 cars for you.
I told you not to work on that car.
You didn't tell me shit.
Give me my fucking car.
It's a problem now,
Bring me the car.
It's
Give me
a
my
problem
keys.
now. You deal with a fucking man, pussy.
Give me my keys.
I can drop your fucking ass on the floor, motherfucker.
You're going to threaten me now.
You wanna touch me,
Give me the keys.
You wanna?
I'm not a pussy.
Just get out of here, buddy.
Give me the keys to my car.
Let's go.
No, no, no.
Let go. Let go.
Give me the keys to my car.
With a man.
I want my. Don't touch me. You're touching me
Let
now.
go, pues.
Give me my keys.
What's the matter with you? You pay, man.
Don't close the gate. If you close the door on me, you are kidnapping me. I'm calling the police. You're kidnapping me. See this place? Texas Elite Collision. Scam. Scam artists. This place is a scam artist. Scams. This is a scam. So yeah, this dude pulled a huge scam. I've been in there, I'm recording. I've been in there for 2-3 hours now. I just left. So this dude went and he made a fake report. He went and took the invoice. They refused to show it to me. He went and took the invoice from the Rolls Royce that he worked on and then wrote in underneath it, it goes, and Trans Am. He wrote underneath it. That's what it said, and Trans Am, in a different pen, and they made a Xerox. And I go, let me see the original of that. And they go, oh, well, this is what he gave us, a Xerox copy. I go, dude, it's a fraud. So yeah, here I am. I'm back home. It's all done with. I can't get a hold of the guy. He's not answering his phone or his text messages. He's stolen my car. He provided them with a fake document. He basically took my old Rolls Royce invoice and then wrote, and a Trans Am. Really? So I'm working on this. I mean, this has literally just happened like hours ago. So I'm working on this with the police. I'm working on this with the lawyers. And, you know, I got to get this figured out. And I need the car back. You know, the car has a custom LS1 motor in it. We put a lot of time and effort into this car. I need it back. I'm not saying I won't pay the guy anything, but basically he's holding me hostage. And, you know, he gave false documents to the police, lied to them. The cops were like, oh, yeah, you could have just got out. I'm like, they padlocked the door. Oh, where? And I go, I tried to show them the video. And I got to tell you, I've always been a supporter of the police, but in this instance, the Dallas police failed hard. I'm going to try to reserve what I'm feeling and saying right now because I'm a big supporter of the police. But this particular guy that I was dealing with didn't want to listen to what I had to say, wanted to treat me like I was some kind of liar or something, trying to say that, oh, it didn't happen. It happened, dude. I was there. This guy's a scumbag thief, and he stole my car. I bet he's stolen a lot of people's cars, and I'm hoping that maybe this reaches other people and we can get something done about this kind of scumbag. I mean, the people like this do this kind of thing all the time, you know, where they use this mechanic lean type of thing. I'm not going to let him get away with it. So if you want to follow this saga and what's going on, make sure to turn on your notifications and subscribe because this isn't over. It's just getting started, right? So make sure to subscribe and stay tuned, and we'll see what happens next.